Hey, hello everyone. This is Invasion Animation. Alright, so here I am animating. Just got back from a ton. And I also don't have too much time, but hey, I want to get some stuff into this right now. And I'm actually working on Maddie Chu's animation right now. So, as you can see, the blue lines are like the outline. So you can see what's going on like there and what I'm doing now. Alright, so anyways, let's I think I'm going to leave this werewolf here because it was just an example image that I drew from years ago when I drew my cartoon that I pitched to Nickelodeon. But it never panned out, it never worked out, so it is what it is. I also have a slightly different playlist right now, so that's pretty good. So yeah, I'm hoping I can at least complete a few frames on stream. Alright, so what let's see, do I have everything in this? Yeah, it seems so. Alright, so let's choose a brush size, and I think 4.9 is plenty good. So I have music here, and this time it's not on a playlist, it's actually my own music. I didn't make the song, it's just I actually have it. So I don't have to worry about so I can like easily pause it without pausing the stream. We should be able to get what we need whenever the music needs to play because I have this audio files that I have to like link it in with, so to speak. Alright, so and since that guy has 4 fingers, we're gonna give Maddie Chu 4 as well. But I like the music that's playing, this sounds pretty nice. But yeah. So here we are here. Basically like using this as like a guideline. I don't really do references too often, but when I do, I really look at it too much. But I still look. Right, so I'm gonna take some liberties and just have the 10 go like so. Alright, then here we are. But yeah, this is my cartoon, Cryptic Adventures of Chloe and Caleb. I still haven't posted a first episode yet, but a few years back, I pitched it to Nickelodeon, and they rejected me. So I changed up a few things, refined it, and now I'm making it myself. And I'm gonna do it and make it way better than they ever could. Because now I can control how it is, like precisely, instead of relying on executives and all that to just stick their feet into my creation. And so, see, I'm not going to have ears here, but I will have the what's it called? The band? I think that's what the specific phrasing is called. But yeah, this is like how the average werewolf is gonna look. I think this is how I'm gonna make the main villain werewolf look. I might have to change him a little bit because I'm thinking about it. Alright, so I've really animated something with hind legs. So I feel like it's going to be an interesting opportunity for me. Alright, so we're gonna do that. This and that. Let's see. I think that looked decent. Let me.
So bored. These games are starting to feel like chores. But some triangle guy came up with.
Alright. And I can easily skip the vocals. Kind of like this. I never heard that part of it before. Because I always skip the vocals for that. Gonna make their eyes green. I'm actually going to make 2 different versions of this. One is for Maddie Chu with like only the music playing, and then the other one's going to be like with all the sound effects and stuff. And like a little bit of like more violence because I don't think she wants any violence in her one. And so I thought they had like a bend in their hat, the park rangers, but I guess not. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Alright. Let's do another 10 here. What's up, Maddie Chu? Welcome to the stream. I'm doing your animation now, by the way. Let me do some of this. Bloop. Like, does this look like a park ranger hat to you? I don't really think so. Like, I just feel like it should have a dent here, maybe. Or maybe if it does have one, I should have like a badge on it. Kind of like that. Let's do that. That works. Yippee. So what's happening in this part? Alright, so in this part, it's basically the intro. And this part is basically her, like, taunting them. The humans, they're gonna be in here. I was gonna make this part a tree, but I decided not to. Decided to just make it some logs instead. But yeah, she's just going to basically take one of them out of the cage, scream at them, like the lyrics basically, and then toss them. Oh, hello, Galactic, welcome to the stream. And I think I welcomed you already, Maddie, too, did I? Yeah, I think I did. Anyways, let me do that. And hopefully I can at least, what was I saying? Oh yeah. But yeah, they're gonna drag the human character across the table. This right here is a table, a really long one, and it's going to do. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it so far. And actually made a little bit of this in the last stream, a little bit of this in Paint.net, because I like to make the backgrounds in a separate program because I can control stuff a little bit easier in that one. Anyways, they're gonna do that, and then she's gonna drop the human into a pot of soup. Don't worry, there's not gonna be any violence in it or anything like that. Like, not a new version. I'm gonna make my own version afterwards. That's going to have like some violence, but should be fine. I'll just change it up a little bit so everything like works fine. Oh man, my 10 is over that. Right, that should be fine. Right. Anyways, let's just do that. Like, I feel like I'm making this one a little bit too big, so I'll just shrink them down afterwards. Right. Anyways, let's just do that because I forgot to do that with the hat. Alright, so that part, bloop, here, blam, and there we go. I think that fits better. Because these are going to be werewolves. Oh, 2 versions, yep. Do you have an easier way to animate? Looks complicated without body blueprints. Well, this is the easiest way for me to do it. Like, when it comes to other animators, what they like to do is they do this. They like to draw a circle, do that, add the details, erase that, erase the circle, then draw the head. Then they do the same with the body and so on. That's just a whole lot of steps. It is the right thing to do. It is the logical thing to do. It is the correct way to do things. But I prefer doing things my own way and just winning it. Just doing it the way I intend to. Like, I'm not doing this professionally, and I have zero intentions of going professional with this. Maybe I could, like, make money from, like, a Patreon or something, but I have no interest in, like, getting that right now. Like, maybe one day soon, because you know this economy. But I do this for free. So I'm just gonna do it, like, the fun way that I like doing it. And so let me actually undo this. The F? Alright, let me do this on slightly. There we go. Alright, also, jokes aside, evil park ranger Maddie True. Yeah, that's basically what's gonna happen. So, like, the idea behind this is basically these werewolves, they live in the park. Let me turn down the music slightly for myself. It should still be fine for you guys. I tested it. You guys should still be able to hear me decently. But what I plan on doing, what the story behind this is that the werewolves, they live in this park land. Oh my, I am struggling to speak right now. My apologies. But what they do is they're living inside of this park, but these humans like keep showing up, so the park rangers have to come and they have to like scare off the werewolves, and occasionally the werewolves kill some of the park rangers, and that is where this werewolf got the park ranger outfit from. And they also captured 2 more park rangers that's going to be here and here. Didn't draw them just yet. I really ought to, so I can do the scale properly. Because, like, in my headcanon, the humans are going to be about yay big in comparison to the werewolves. So, I need to adjust for that. Let me put that there. Undo. Okay. I like werewolves, especially anthropomorphic werewolves. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Welcome to the stream, Guitar Boy. Alright, the stream is really getting fired up. Hopefully it doesn't cut off randomly like last time. Because, like, I did not mean to end the stream. The internet just straight up went out. So that was unfortunate. Excuse me. But it was for the best because I had to actually leave at the time. My face is wolf. Okay. I also see Maddie too. There's a fox, but This, but in this, she looks like she got bitten by a demonic werewolf. Yeah. So yeah, the in my story, my cartoon that I'm making called Cryptic Adventures of Chloe and Caleb. This is basically, it's gonna have werewolves in it. It's gonna have all kinds of things in it, and it's gonna be pretty cool, if I do say so myself. Right, so let me see. So the knee goes to there, then here, and then here. Alright, let's do that too. Let me erase this part just a tad. And there we go. And now to get some pants done here. I'm not sure why this lady is wearing 2 belts. I mean, she's probably AI for all I know, but I don't think so. There's 2 belts, maybe there's a reason behind it. Anyways, when I watch live stream, there is a freaking ad pop up for no reason. You may not believe it. I know the YouTube ads got so crazy, I actually had to install an ad block, and I did not look back. No ads have been a dream, a blessing, really. So I highly encourage you to install an ad block. I don't really care because I'm not getting any revenue anyway. So just go ahead, have at it, install it. Because let me tell you, it will be the best thing you ever did do. All right. So let's have her tail sticking up. Because this red line here, it doesn't get any bigger, that's the barrier. So let's just do that. You can have her normal tail, like so, and like that. Okay, there we go. And let's do the other arm. A new comic? No, this one is animation, actually. Alrighty then. But yeah, I actually have like 2 panels left to do on my comic, so I really ought to get that done. Alright. You know how tins are, sometimes you put them off, sometimes you get busy. I don't think this person's arms are long enough, because I don't know why I like making characters with long arms. It just, you know what, his legs are kind of tilted, so this makes sense, actually. I changed my mind, this makes sense. If you Google it before 2022, the image would be gone. Oh yeah, I do that now. I'm just at the time when I got this photo, I think I did not know that information just yet. But thank you for the info. I actually know that one now. And it has been like very useful for getting reference photos, and I just got this feeling that Google is gonna remove that soon enough. I really wish they could do that with like YouTube videos though, because now that would be amazing. I could just stick with the old side of YouTube, only get new stuff from my subscriber feed, and that would be just good. But I tried that with YouTube and it didn't seem to work, so that's unfortunate.
shattered in an instant. The greatest minds of Amphibia bested by a girl so insignificant.
And let me skip that part because lyrics. For 2013 or before 2020, it works with finding song Filthy Frank used on YouTube. Alright. I recently heard of that guy Filthy Frank. Recently found out about who that was. I think he was the guy that made the cake out of humans. He didn't use any human flesh to my knowledge, he just used spit and hair, and he really earned the name Filthy. But for dinner, that was kind of redundant. But anyways, for dinner, I am having pizza. What are you having, Galactic? Yes, and he's the pink guy. I remember iDubbbz was the green guy. Yeah. I can still think what iDubbbz did was like wrong, but I gotta respect that in today's political climate where he would actually gain more relevance for not apologizing, he still apologized for being racist. I have some respect for that. I can't wait for this full animation. I'm so excited. Me too, Maddie Joe. But yeah, so that's pretty good. But yeah, I think I like the arms to be nice, the hands to be nice and big. For like this specific type of creature. But you know what, I'm just gonna go with it. I think it's good like that. I always double think, get all up inside of my head, and it just never works out very well. But does this arm look a little too big? Let me add some of this here. Right now that looks slightly deformed. We're gonna just stick with the big arm. That works, it's fine. Maybe I'll add a bit of this to it. Just to show, hey, this is hair, this is fur. And then add some of that. Some of that. Sup, Ape Green, welcome to the stream. So yeah, I think I'm going to just leave it all fur because I think that's how I did it with your like character, what do we call it, character layout. Yeah, I think oh my, hopefully that's fine. But I think I'm just gonna stick with like all for the arms here. Maybe I'll change that another time. Do you have a digital pen with touchscreen? I do have that, but I don't really use it. Like, what I use is a touchpad. I'm not sure if the exact wording. I animate on a laptop. This is basically a finger painting. So, yeah, this is a trackpad that I use. That's the word. That's what I use to, like, make my art. Like, I tried it, like, using a pen, but not a pen, but like a digital pen. And for some reason, that just doesn't work for me. It doesn't come out looking good. But I probably just need to practice with it a little bit more. But I do draw good with like an actual physical pen, so I'm not too sure why a digital pen is so difficult. I guess it's a different with like the feel and the look of it. So anywho, I think that this is let's see. I'm gonna color her in quickly. this is something that I did, so I'm gonna add a little bit of white. So I'm gonna do that. Let me do this. Add a little bit of white for a little bit of shine to the nose. Let's do the teeth. Blah blam. Oh, by the way, Maddie, too, did you still want like the red stuff like around the face? Because I was thinking about like making it look kind of similar to blood, but not really blood. Let me see. Alright, that is the ideal color. Blam blam. And blam blam. And let's do... And let's do a color kind of like this. Like, see if I can make it slightly more yellow. Alright. Okay, so that works. That's crazy. I can't use a mouse to draw. But, oh, thank you. Like, oh, I forgot to color in the tail. Let me do that real quick. But, yeah, I use a mouse, and I can also use like a mouse tool as well. Let me put that here. And just do that. And it's a little bit lopsided, but it's fine. It's fine. Alright, so that's good. Let's just do a slight badge. Then that should be perfect. Alright, so now let's do the new colors. Pick the colors of the ranger. You know what? I'm not gonna do the exact colors of her uniform. I'm gonna take some creative liberties because I kind of want it to be a little bit more of a green color. Because don't you think like this like outfit looked better than like that one? Maybe not the shirt. Alright, that works. Alright, so I can use a mouse in an easy way. Cool. Right. Well, she has round circles on her cheek that are red since she is a Pikachu fox. Alright. Let's do the 10. So, let's do that. And, oh, wait. Need to do that part. This program, you can zoom in real far and, like, only color what you want to color. In Paint.net, that's more difficult, but you can do so many other like cool things in that program, so it kind of cancels out the negative. It's morning in my country, so what time is it in the US? For me, it's actually 8:29 p.m. Ow, my neck. I think Maddie Chu is in the same time zone as me, but I can't remember with certainty. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh my. Now I'm not liking how the badges look. I mean, let me just make it a nice. Oh, that's perfect. Right, blam and blam. All right, and let's do this. Let's make it a nice crimson-looking color. So yes, same time zone. GA. GA. So let's have that kind of like that. And in this program, I can also make a glowing effect. Like, I meant to make it nice and dark in the scene, but things didn't work out. So what I'm gonna do is make the other scene light and make everything in it dark, maybe. Or I could do the other thing. What's GA? Georgia. Oh, okay. Georgia. There are some shows that I watch with my folks that's actually made in Georgia. It even says that they're made in Georgia. So I think it seems like a very good place for the entertainment. You know what? For this specific character, I don't think the hands work precisely. So I'm gonna change it out. Alright, that worked. Now let's just add some patches. Just a little bit here. Not gonna add too much because I am gonna animate this character moving. So 2 is there, 1's here. Alright, that will do. Like I said, we're not gonna go too crazy with this one now. Bloop and bloop. There we go. Okay. I love that song. Yeah, it's a... Oh, do you mean the song playing or The Devil Went Down to Georgia? I don't think I ever heard The Devil Went Down to Georgia. I do like this song here that's playing right now. Alright, so let's get that here. Now the werewolves in my show, they're gonna be like 7 feet tall, so I'm going to have them match the size of this one, so let me drag Manitou on over here. It's the same size, not quite. So let's just shorten her just slightly. I can make the guy slightly bigger. It's just simpler to do this. Alright, so similar size. Perfect. Let's change the brush size to adjust. Alright, so brush size is currently 4.3. Could probably get away with that, but I'm gonna make it smaller anyways, so 4.1. Not quite. 2.94. Not good. Let's change it back to a solid 4. Oh, I can't do that. Okay, let's go scroll back up then. Here we go, 4.1. With a nice that look to it. Alright, perfect. Perfect enough. Alright, there we go. What happened? What? Heck? I'm not too sure what happened. You still there? Not sure what happened. I'm confused. What? Why did Maddie choose messages go? And I have to look into that. Alright, so alright, well anyways, hopefully everything gets fixed. But I'll look into it. So let's just keep this going then. Alright, so let's see. Go here. Let's do the torso first. Right. Well, hopefully Maddie is like still here. She is. I'm not sure what happened to the messages, but let's just go and do this here. Do you have a channel link for Maddie? Want to watch her video? You have a channel link for Maddie. Want to watch her video? Yeah, I'll post it like after the stream. Like once I'm streaming, I can't really grab links. It's hard for me, like with the setup. But yeah, I'll post it in the comment section after the stream. So just come back in, like after I'm done streaming, and it should be there. And I'll see what happened, where the messages went. Alright, so let's do that. And let's actually do that like so, like so. But yeah, Maddie is what's that noise? But yeah, Maddie too has a pretty cool channel. She also does animations. So I'm gonna have a link to her channel down below. So confused, like why the heck that happens. But it is what it is. Like for me, like YouTube glitches like a whole bunch sometimes. I remember getting a glitch where like I was on someone else's live stream and then all of a sudden like I couldn't type anymore. I don't think they blocked me or anything like that. To my knowledge, yeah, because it doesn't say she was blocked or anything, so not too sure what happened. And yeah, it's probably a glitch. Yeah, YouTube is just crazy these days. So let's just have a torso going about here. So we're gonna have the body of the human, kind of like so. I'm just gonna separate it into segments, basically. Alright, so. And so we're gonna have some arms go on around. Let me get rid of that song. Skip. Goodness. Oh, by the way, that's the name of the playlist. See, it's the It's by Caro, Gravity Falls, Amphibia crossover medley. It's free to use for live stream, so if you ever check it out, just do it. Okay. My first comment disappeared, then the chat. Come on, YT. Yeah, I heard like saw a couple times that you commented that your comments keep disappearing. Like I even check like because in YouTube there's a section with like held comments and I saw like a couple of them and approved them, so they should be visible now. But if you made like more comments that that aren't there, then it's probably that. Like, do you remember how many times you made that comment? Because I only remember 2 times. Like that's the only amount that I saw. Someone chanting in the background of the song. I think so. Well, the humans in this world, they have 5 fingers. Even though that's more difficult for me to animate, that's the price to pay for a vision, so to speak. Could be calling it a vision. Alright, so that's fine here. Let's change that out to here. Alright, that looks better. So let's do that. Alright, I'm on that out. My main was apparently put on a timeout by a mod. What? Yeah, that is weird. Well, at least now we know why. Do not to the mod. Don't ban Maddie Chu. She's a friend of mine. And don't worry, I'll make sure to take her off of the timeout. Alright, so I think there's a way that I can make it so it's completely. Let me see. Why timeout? Like, I don't know. There was no bad messages from what I saw. Like, everything seemed perfectly fine. Okay, let me see. Okay, undo. What's the undo button was like right here on this bar? But I can't see it here. To my main. I put it in my community. Alright, so there's the link Galactic because it would show the proof. Showing proof. Alright. I'll be sure to check it out in a bit. Alright, so let me do that. Alright, you're gonna do that and then let's have the. I would assume they wear boots, don't they? Alright, so boots is the most logical thing here. Well, I'm not sure if I said it already, but it's gonna be on my alt for the meantime. Alright. By the way, what are you guys having for dinner? For me, I'm gonna have some pizza. Alright, so let's do the legs here. I eat peanut bread. Alright. Peanut bread. I never had peanut bread. In fact, like last year was actually the first time I ever had a peanut butter jelly sandwich. It was pretty decent, but I haven't had one for quite some time after that now. Alright, so we're gonna have that like so. I messed up something here. That's skeleton tool. Nope, don't need that. And so let's do that. And this. Alright, so but you know what's a pretty good show on currently on a movie? The original SpongeBob movie. In my humble opinion, that's the best one. I still didn't see the Sandy Cheeks movie because it just really seems like it's gonna be bad. Oh, my throat. I need to get some water. 1 second. Alright. Here we are, back again. Guy versus what? A guy versus a big New York City. Let me turn that down a bit. Alright, what's this? Alright, guy versus a big New York City rat versus a monkey versus a cat. Bullshit. A guy? Versus a guy versus a rock versus. Alright, bye, Mighty Chew. Alright, versus Mighty Chew. What? Versus Mod versus Elite Soldier versus a Discord Mon versus an Anti-Furry. Oh, that's a mouthful. Alright. But, yeah. Well, bye, Mighty Chew. Thank you for coming to the stream. I'll be sure to like see about like fixing that issue. Alright, but let's see. Let's see. Should I actually build this guy next to this one since I actually know where I'm gonna do his turn? Alright, this could actually be only one will win. I would assume the Elite Soldier would win. Like, Soldier, if he has all his weapons, the Rock ain't gonna do anything against him. Alright, so let's see how to do the face of an adult. Alright, so what I'm thinking of is... Oh, that looks horrible. Let's undo that. Let's undo the eyes quickly. I don't know which one is winning for Tarboy. How about the rats? Me neither. I just put some random words in one little thing. Yeah, I remember seeing that the first video I ever watched on YouTube was a rat crawling through a toilet. Yeah, those were the days. Stuff wasn't so crazy like it is now. You could just watch a toilet rat. Don't have to worry about anything like politics or the world ending or AI or any of this. It was just a day. Was just a nice time. Ah, toilet rats. This man should have ears. Alright, so as you can see, they are drastically taller than the humans. Feel like I should have made Maddie Chu a little bit more muscular. You know what? Otherwise, the shirt wouldn't fit. Let's just keep it as is. Alright, so do that, and then alright, so let's color in the badge. Color in. Is that the hat color? Alright, it was not. Gonna do that. Let's make this guy. I was gonna make him a blonde, but let's just make him a brunette. Cool. You can Maddie in your video, and you can put my character in someday. Oh, your character looks werewolf-like, at least in this little screen of mine. I can't see it very well, but it looks pretty werewolf-like, so I can actually put you in this one if you want. Would you like that, Black? Oh, excuse me. Wife burped. On my post-fall picture. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make more of them. I'm reading like some of the comments right now. Alright, so. Alright, let me just go ahead and make the rest of this human. Gonna give him brown boots. I was gonna give him black ones, but oh my, I've messed up. Okay. Undo. Bloop, bloop. That is way too much, but okay. Poor guy. I'm gonna give him some. Actually, I'm gonna make something on him black, and it's gonna be his belt. Alright. Boom and bam. Nice clean shaven shoot. You know what? His boots kind of blend in with the brown of the dirt, so we're gonna. Could make it gray. do that too, but I'm gonna make it black. Alright. Ow. Okay. Alright, hopefully we can make it in an hour. I just realized this is gonna blend in heavily, so we're gonna have to change the hair color a bit. There we go. Alright, so we have this going on right here. By the way, Galactic, if you're still here, let me know if you want me to do your character. Because I'm gonna draw like 2 more werewolves here. Alright, so let's do that part.
We'll meet again.
Oh my. I don't have much to say, so I'll just let the song keep playing. You know what? This is probably copyrighted. Let me skip that part. The tail is black with a white tip, in case you don't know. Alright. Alright, so got the human character here. Alright, so let's do... Well, something's off about this man. Yeah, he needed slightly longer legs. Let's put it to about here. Alright, there we go. I assume I can't erase that, so I'll just have to use the mini eraser.
My time has come to burn. I invoke the ancient power that I may return.
Alright, let's skip. But yeah, that's the only song I got right there, so that's that. Now, when this will be done, I don't really know, but hopefully it will be done soon. I'm going to aim for definitely this month, because it's going to be a pretty long video. It's gonna be like, I got all the audio synced up already, and I got 454 frames to do, and I'm only on frame 44, so basically got 100 more frames to do. So I'm gonna do this by 3, so it's actually a little more than that. So that's that. Alright, that works. See, where can I have that? AFK. Alright. Alright, let's actually draw Petar Boy one real quick. Only like the top half is gonna show for this animation. Like, I'm gonna draw, like, for this animation, like the one that's like for Marichu, I'm gonna draw like both characters looking as they are, basically. But for the one that I'm going to post is basically like set in the same universe as my cartoon, I'm gonna like alter the characters just slightly. YOLO, you only live once for the humans. Yep. And so let me add that here. Add this. Alright, so let's do that. Let's do that, and I believe there's blue irises there, so I'll change it to blue. Bro, if I were that guy, I would get the Park Ranger gun. Yeah, they usually have those, but I guess these two just messed up this time. Alright, so it seems like it's here, so let's gonna have that here. So, the character has ghost power. Right, that's cool. These werewolves, they're basically just wolfmen. They don't have really much power in particular, but they know a slight bit of magic. Right, so let's do that. So let's do that. I like the black scar outline it seems that your character has. At least from what I can see from here. Gonna do that, and then I'm gonna have let's make this a little bit spikier. Right, since I can't like look at the full body
So bored.
of your character right
These
now,
games are
I'm just
starting to
gonna
feel like chores. But
do
some triangle
this,
guy
like
has
just
a
blend in
weird
the
sound. Instead
hair
of
a
just
bit from
one
here.
world, I'll have 3 as my playground.
By the way, that was the collector from Our House. Alright. Ooh, I'm in here. Yep. Hey, this music sounds kinda epic. Alright, so let's do that and that. I'm gonna move the character slightly closer so he's touching the table. Alright, that should be good. Oh, did my stream crash? Am I still here? Let me undo. Undo. You have a phone for reference pick? No. No, I just have the phone for the chat. I need to make this phone a mod so I can see channels. Alright. Well, anyways. I do have it zoomed in so I can see the character like much better. And so let me just have this here. And this. And so let's just have some of that here. So let's add that here. Boom, boom, bam, and boom. Alright, so let's do the colors of the character. This is blue. I really like the look of this character. Alright, so let's do that, and then Okay, so white and gray. So let's do that like so. Then I'll add the white, the gray in a little bit. I'm got. Yeah, I kind of am too in real life. I mostly wear black only. I streamed for quite some time. Let's get the blueness. Mainly like doing your profile picture because that's the one that I see for the most part. Can't really like look at the other pages right now. This animation's gonna take a while, so if you want, like, if you have like your character photo like rated your reference, I'll come back and do it like off stream. Then you can be in the like the way you want it to be. Alright, so let's do that here. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna make the tin look as much as I can like the profile picture for now. Then I could change it out in a bit. So there's that. That goes here. Alright, so I'm gonna do a little bit of this here, and then let's do like some of that. I really like the vibrant colors of this one. Alright, so let's do a bit of that there. Then I can go look at the channel. Like, Galactic, if you can make a community post of like how you want your character to look, like that would be great. Because I'm just drawing your profile picture at the moment, basically. So let me do this. And that. This. And that. Buff version of me. Yeah. Most of the werewolves are buff. I didn't know if Maddie too would like her character buff because like a lot of women don't really like that. But well, that would be great if I could do so. And so let's go ahead and do this. And that. And let's just add a bit of lines here so it's kind of like a fur texture. Alright, so that should be good. Here we go. And let's add this. And okay, let's yeah, that looks good. Let's do this. I can't tell if the inside is pink or white, but I usually do it with pink. It's already here on post. Alright, that's good. And so let's do that and let's make it slightly pink. Actually, a human color, skin color should do just fine in that row. Alright, while I'm here, I want to make everything glow. So let's go ahead and do this quickly. Let's change this to green. Let's do another one and change it to cyan as well. Okay, and let's go to animation. Which one is this? By column 8, 8, 8, 8. I can't move that, so it's unfortunate. Oh, here we are. Okay, and let's go. Fun fact: this program, OpenTunes, is the same thing the Studio Ghibli uses for their cartoons. Let's see, what is it? Blurred, and we're gonna go to, what's it called? Oh, it's not a blur, it's something else. Light, here we are. And then glow. I'm gonna make it a light source and feed it into that. And that should change it to that, which is great. Alright, so it glows like that. Now, each scene where I do that layer, let me go back to basics. So now, Maddie Chu should have a glowing green glow for her character. And since the werewolf's eyes glow, your one is gonna glow too. Volcanic. So we're gonna do that. I have to figure out a way to only make the... See, so there it is. A slight glow to your character. And a slight glow to her one as well. I could make it slightly more vibrant, but yeah. I think it's fine. It's not bad for Studio Ghibli. Their artwork has been AI image everywhere. Yeah, me too. And I know for a fact that has to be illegal. So Studio Ghibli needs to sue the pants off of OpenAI, so-called OpenAI, because what they're doing is just an abomination to integrity. It's just so disgusting. Yeah. And then there's so many delusional fools that think that just because they post that Studio Ghibli AI stuff that it makes them artists or something. It's just so disgusting to me. So disgusting. Let me just label that glow. Okay. Alright, so let me erase that part here. But yeah, it's messed up what's happening there. You know what's something sad I just realized? It took me an hour to make one frame of this. One frame. I have 400 frames to do this and I'm not even done with the one frame yet. Oh my god. Okay. $455 frames. Not even done with this one yet. Alright. See, this is probably the reason why I haven't animated in a hot minute.
Our might shattered in an instant. The greatest minds of
Alright, so gonna do that.
so insignificant.
Is traditional animation easy for you? Yeah, I prefer this way more than to the 3D stuff. The 3D stuff is just way too complicated for my liking. I can character animate for 3D in like Blockbench, but that's hardly like an animation for like my goals. That's just good for like work cycles and like basically game asset creation. I've made a few of those. Yeah, same. I did learn a slight amount of Blender, but I forgot it by now because that never really had much of a use for it. So it is what it is. Alright, so alright, let's now that I know how the human size is looked. Just damn it. Forgot this was that program. Alright, so let's do that. Do this. Alright, so standing here, I can get away with making him slightly smaller for here. So he fits in. So let's do this here, this here, this here, this here. So that looks fine. And so let's do this here. Okay, so there we go. Let's do this here. Alright, so got this here. Oh, this finger does not look good. Let's do that. I still don't help it, but it's better. YouTube recorded live. Yeah. The ironic thing is, like, I'm more productive while I'm live streaming, in my humble opinion, so as slow as this was, it could be slower. Alright, so let's do that. I'm just gonna have this guy copy and paste a little bit. And just gonna have him do that, and then gonna have I'm gonna have the main character. This one here is going to have the animated parts. So basically gonna have this one eating something. So let's do that. This no. This no. And my back is with me. But yeah, this has been a pretty fun live stream though. I still don't know why the 10 happened that did. I think it was a glitch, but you can find any wolf characters. You can find many wolf characters on YouTube, either furries or Disney. Doesn't matter, yeah. Looked up a bunch of like wolves back when I was first making these character designs and stuff. Oh, I should see if the thumbnail on this. Yeah, okay. It's getting kind of tired. But let's keep it going. And so let's have him holding a 10. So let's just do that. Let's see, what's something werewolves can catch in the woods? I'm thinking maybe deer meat. There's a whole bunch of fishes on the television. Okay. So let's. What's it? What was I gonna put here? Let's see. You know what? For the sake of comedy, let's just give him a bone of some kind, a chicken meat bone, a leg, I mean. Yeah, that's that. That part, and the meat would be active, so to speak. I wonder if this would be considered too violent for Maddie Cho. Alright. Well, I streamed for 1.5 hours and I've only managed to do 1 frame. Damn, isn't that sad? You know, it is absolutely disgusting what AI is doing to, like, folks like me, like creatives. It's just so disgusting because people put so much time, energy, and passion into their work, and then they just come along and do that. And then, not only that, they have the audacity to take away the fun parts instead of the boring bits. Because I 100% know that if it was something like, I don't even know. There's so many parts of the process that don't really make sense to automate, because this program here, it has an auto in between and feature. I don't use it because that's just not really my style. But this program here has it, and it doesn't have any AI in it whatsoever. So the folks that say, oh, the AI helps them with auto in between, and that doesn't make any sense because there's so many pens that don't have it. So I don't know. It's just that crazy world we exist in now. It is what it is. And so I'm gonna change out this guy. I'm gonna do all kinds of things. Hopefully by tomorrow I at least have more frames of it than this. But I'll make a community post of it, like, once I'm done, just to honor the frame, I guess. I'm thinking about drawing another werewolf over there at the werewolf scratching post. Alright, so it was automatic systems. Okay. Got a few videos down, some channels doing the same thing but didn't get taken down. YouTube manual view as bot scanner. Yeah, that is definitely the case. I remember with so many of my comments, like, if I say certain things, it automatically deletes it and just makes it censored, and oh my, it's big now. Okay, now let me undo that because I don't know why that happened. Can I move that to there? Okay. Alright, so oh, thank you, Mariana Cat. Welcome to the stream. But I am sorry to say that you came very late. But hey, don't worry. The stream is going to be up, like, right after this, where you can go back and watch any parts that you enjoy. So, I'm sorry that I'm going to end it now. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to share this with your friends. Comment down below. And thank you guys for showing up to the stream. Also, be sure to subscribe because I do these streams very randomly. And until next time, please like the stream. And until next time, this is Invasion signing out. I'm gonna make this guy's hair blonde. Actually, Maddie is gonna be grabbing him, so no. I don't know. Alright, until next time. Thank you, Mariana Cat. Alright. Bye.